Question number 4. This question is from analytical geometry based on circle. Grade 12 topic. Okay. This is paper 2. In the diagram, the circle having center M. We can see that the bigger circle touch the x-axis at A. We can see that circle touching x-axis at A. That is here. This point, which means x-axis is tangent at A to that circle, isn't it? Okay. Similarly, it is touching y-axis at B. See, so which means y-axis is tangent to the circle at B. Okay, so such a situation we can find the center. That is the first question, the idea of first question. We can find the center, we can get it because the x value of M is -1 and the y value of M is 1. That's how you have to take it. Even if the center is not given, if the circle is there with the axis are tangents, we can by inspection we can get the center of the circle. Okay, I will show you. Then a smaller circle center at N. We can see that a smaller circle with the center at N. And what is that one? -12 and 3/2 in the second quadrant, right? Passes through M and cut the larger circle at B and C. We can see that. And B and C is the diameter. B and C is the diameter of the smaller circle. Where B is given, N is given, we can find C using midpoint formula. Of course, questions will be there. Then what is the diameter of? Then the tangent drawn to the smaller circle at C, we can see that DC, the line DC is tangent to the circle. If it is tangent and the diameter, always make 90 degree, and you have to find the equation of the tangent later stage. We are using the perpendicular condition to find the gradient and find the C we can find. Okay, we will talk about that also later stage. Then what is the first question? Determine the equation of the circle with the center at M and in the form x minus a all square plus y minus b all square is equal to r square. So 4.1, you have to write the equation x minus a all square plus y minus b all square is equal to r square. So here you have to find a, b and r. What is a, b? A, b is the center of the circle. You all know that. AB is the center. So what is the center? Look at that. M is the center and the x value is -1 and the y value is what? Is 1. Okay, so center is out because it touches x-axis and y-axis at A and B. And you know that radius is always perpendicular to tangent, right? And C is also perpendicular to tangent. Is fine. So we can get the center by inspection -1 and 1. Now what is the radius? Radius is the distance of this line. Which how many unit? Only 1 unit, isn't it? So radius is 1. Or we can use a distance formula to find radius. So r is equal to 1 unit. Radius is always positive. Okay. Yeah. Now we can write the equation x minus a is -1. So minus is +1. All square plus y minus b is 1 all square is equal to r square 1 square, that is 1. So this is the answer to the first question, 3 marks question. Okay, so I hope you understood that. We can go to question number 4.2. What is 4.2 saying? Calculate the coordinates of C. Yeah, it's a very simple question. C, where is C? This is C. If I call C, x value is A and y value B, find the value of A and B. Guys, we are using the midpoint formula, isn't it? Midpoint formula, that is N is the midpoint of CB, because CB is the diameter of the circle. Diameter means N is the midpoint, or N is the center of the circle, isn't it? So how do you find, using the midpoint formula, the x value of C, that is A, plus x value of B, that is 0, divided by 2 is equal to x value of the center. What is the x value of the center? -12. Now solve and find the value of a. How do you get it? Cross multiply. That is a plus 0 is a is equal to minus 1 over 2 times 2. So cancel. So a is going to be minus 1. Similarly, b, how do we get it? Y value of c, isn't it? That is b, again using midpoint formula, b plus y value of capital B. The point B is what? 1 divided by 2 is equal to y value of the, when you add y values of end points and divide by 2, will give you y value of the midpoint. What is the y value which is given? 3 by 2. Now simplify, you will get the answer. That is b plus 1 is equal to 3 by 2 times 2. Because 2, when you send other side, is going to multiply. 2 to cancel. That is b plus 1 is equal to 3. That is b is equal to 3 minus 1. Answer is 2. So coordinates of c, both of them we got it. X value minus 1, y value 2. So this is how you have. So this kind of questions, sure questions, guys, try to understand, especially diameter, 2 points, in one of the end points and middle point is given. What is the other end point? Using the midpoint we can get it. Clear? Okay, now we can go to question number 4.3. What is 4.3? Show that equation of tangent. Okay, so you have to find equation of tangent and show that it is y minus x plus 3. Okay, that we can do it later. I mean, that's showing. First you have to find equation of tangent. That is equation of the line CD. You know that if you want to find the equation of a straight line, what we need 1 point on that line, which is C. That we got it to minus 1, 2. And we need a gradient of the line, gradient of CD. We know that tangent and diameter always perpendicular, right? So if you know the gradient of diameter, we can find the gradient of tangent, isn't it? Okay, so we are using the perpendicular condition to find the gradient of CD. Otherwise, you need to have 2 points on that tangent, which is not there. Only 1 point we have. So that way is not going to work. So we are using perpendicular condition, that is gradient of CD times gradient of CB is perpendicular, which means it's equal to minus 1. So gradient of CB we can find out, that is gradient of CD times CB. I'm using C and B. So what is B? B is 0, 1, that is y2 is 1 minus y value of C is what? 2 divided by x2 minus, that is 0 minus minus 1, that is plus 1. Is it clear? Okay. So we got the gradient is equal to minus 1. So which is going to be gradient of CD times this one. When you simplify, you will get minus 1, right? Minus 1 is equal to minus 1, and therefore gradient of CD is equal to minus 1 divided by minus 1, that is 1. So we can write the equation now. Y is equal to mx plus c. That is y is equal to m is 1, right? CD. 1 times x plus c. Now you have to make a c available. You can substitute to this point. That is why we need 1 point. Substitute it. X value minus 1, y value 2, that is 2 is equal to minus 1 plus c. Therefore, what is c, guys? 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. That is c is equal to 3. So we got the equation y is equal to x plus 3. Isn't it? And they want to see the answer in this form, isn't it? Y minus. So just send the x to this side. That is y minus x is equal to 3. So we are done. Is it clear? So this is how we are finding the equation of tangent. It's a very common question. A tangent is given. You have to find the equation of the tangent. Always tangent is perpendicular to radius or diameter. So we are using 1 point always is there, or we are finding. After that, gradient, how do we get it? Using perpendicular condition, that is m1 times m2 is equal to minus 1. All right, now we can go to the next question. Okay, now coming to 4.4. It's a very important question. Please try to understand. Okay, here you need to have the idea of gradient and y-intercept very well, then you will understand this question. You know that parallel lines, if you draw the parallel lines like this, like this, parallel lines, they have the same gradient, right? They are sharing the same gradient, or all of the gradients are equal. You know that idea, right? Okay. Now, what did they say? Determine the value of t in which the line y is equal to x plus t. This is question number 4.4. Will not touch or cut the smaller circle. All right. You know that the equation of tangent CD, we got it y is equal to x plus 3. Did you see a similarity there? Gradients are same, isn't it? So the line with the gradient 1, this line, look at here on the diagram, this line is tangent. Tangent means touch only one point. If you touch only one point, what is the t value? T value is 3. T value is what? Y-intercept. So don't consider that line, because here the condition is will not touch, but at the same time same gradient. Now if you under the line, if you draw any line with the same gradient, see, parallel line, see, this line you can't take it. Why you can't take it? Because this line crossing the circle is a secant, so don't take it. I'm just drawing same line, I'm line with the same gradient, see, don't take it. Just look at the smaller circle, eh? Yes, because it's touching how many points? 2 points. Okay, now the next one is what? Touching 1 point is at B. See, at B. At B, what is the t value? Do you know the equation of this line? That is y is equal to x plus 1. This one is y is equal to x plus 3. These are the two lines with the same gradient, touch only 1 point, and the t values are 3 and 1, isn't it? In between those two lines, any line with the same gradient, if you draw it, t values you will find here. All those lines are crossing the circle, which means the t value, you have to draw a line. Look at the line. This line is not touching that circle, isn't it? What is the t value? That t value is below 1. Similarly, this line. Guys, are you following this? This line is parallel to x plus 3, but should not touch the circle, which means t value is above 3. So all the t values greater than 3, or all the t values less than 1. If you draw any line with the gradient 1, should not touch the circle. So that is the answer to that question. You understand? So t greater than 3 or t less than 1. If you draw any line like this, y is equal to x plus t, where t must be greater than 3, like 4, 5, 6, or less than 1, like 0, minus 1, minus 2. If you draw any line with the gradient 1, okay, gradient also you have to, that is parallel lines, where the line never touch the circle. I hope you understood. So here the answer is this one. This is the answer. T should be greater than 3 or t less than 1. Are you there? Okay, now we can go to question number 4.5. 4.5, let me rub it out. Those, I drew it here. All right, now coming to question number 4.5. Please guys, try to concentrate. It's not a easy question, if I would say. The smaller circle, you can see the smaller circle with the center N is transformed such that the point C is translated along the tangent, which means that circle moves as it is downwards along the tangent, and the C become coincide with the D. The point C become D. That is, let me draw it and you will understand. This circle, I am talking about the smaller circle, will become here. It's going to be like this. You understand? That smaller circle is rolling down along the line, and D is the, C become D. Then calculate the coordinates of E. What is that E? E is the center of the new circle that is here. E is the, so you have to calculate what is E, the center. So guys, we can see that from C to D, this change, see, C to D, what happened? What is C that we got it? C is -1. This question we can do it different ways. -1. And what is the coordinates of D? How do you get it? That is the, you know that tangent's x-intercept, isn't it? What is the equation of tangent? Y is equal to x plus 3. So what is the x-intercept? Put y 0, which is going to be D. We can calculate -3, 0. So which means D is -3 is 0, isn't it? Okay. Now you have to find out what is the coordinates of E. Guys, if you join E and N, and these two lines are parallel because circle as it is rolled down, isn't it? Moves down. So you can imagine that the line in which the circle moves down and the center to center, those, if you join them, it is we can see that those lines are parallel. Or if you join it, it is something that this is 90 degrees, so this is also 90 degrees. So you can get what, a right angle triangle. So you can go by, you know, diagonals, midpoint, we can get it. Diagonals bisect each other, you know that. So use this one, find the midpoint, and from C you can find midpoint. Using midpoint we can find the value of E. Or transformation also will work, you guys. Look at that, the point is C, x value is -1 become -3. What happened? -1 reduced 2 units, isn't it? That is -1 -2. If you subtract 2 from -1, you will get what? -3. Similarly, if you want to find the coordinates of E, what we need to do, because this x value become this one -3, which means this -1/2, if you subtract, that is -1/2 -2, you will get the x value of E. Then y value of E, how do we get it? Again, go to C. Guys, here I am talking about transformation. I am not using midpoint, okay? Those who want to go with the midpoint, you can get it. That kind of question, we did it in parallelogram. Same here. I am showing what the transformation method, translation. See this 2, y value of C2 becomes 0. What will happen? Moves 2 units backwards, isn't it? It is -1. I think this 2 becomes 0, means 2 moves 2 units to the left. So you have to subtract 2 minus 2, which means 3 by 2. You have to subtract 2. 3 by 2 of n, you have to subtract 2, you will get the y value of E. Then that's how we do it. So how do we now simplify it? So E coordinates are -1/2 minus 2 is -5/2. -5/, you can use the calculator. Then 3 by 2 minus 2 is -1/2. So this is the coordinates of E. This is how we do this question. Is it clear? All right, now we can go to question number 4.6. It's not a difficult question. Okay, I will show you how to do it. All right, now coming to the last question, 4.6, 5 marks question, but it's not, idea-wise, is not a heavy topic, or, you need to think a lot like that. It's a very simple question. Okay, let's see. If it is given that the area of quadrilateral OBCD, okay, let me use another color, OBCD. Did you see that quadrilateral OB? That is this one, OBCD. This quadrilateral, and yes, this quadrilateral OBCD, and the area is given 2a square. square units, and a is a positive number, show that a is square root of 7 divided by 2 units. Okay, so what we can do here is you have to find the area of OBCD number wise and equate to this one, and then solve and find the value of A. So how do you find the area of that quadrilateral? Is it a quadrilateral? Yes, 4 sides are there, and we don't know what type of quadrilateral is that. So directly we can't, since we don't know the name of that quadrilateral, you can use any formula to find. So what we can do it, we can split it into shapes that we know it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw from C to A. I'm going to draw from C to A line. I'm going to join it, see, like this. Yeah, now we can see that a right angle triangle and a trapezium. Both those two, we know the formula, apply it, and we can find the actual area of that quadrilateral. Okay, so first one, let me look at the reason why I said right angle triangle, because C, what is the coordinates of C? We got it, which is -1, 2, right? -1, 2, and A is also -1. We can see that, and M also -1, which means it's a vertical line, isn't it? So that is why it's 90 degree. And the area of let me write it here, 4.6. Let me find it step by step. Area of triangle DAC. DAC. How do we get it? Since it's a right angle triangle, you can use half times base and height. You can choose those sides which are perpendicular. That is DA times CA. Isn't it? So which is going to be half times, what is DA? D is -3 and A is -1. So how many units in between? 2 units. And what is CA? M is -1, so this is 0 up until 2, isn't it? So again 2 units. That vertical line, 2 units. Is it clear? So it is, the answer is when you 2 unit square. Okay, so I found the area of this right angle triangle. Now what is left there? The area of this trapezium. How do you find the area of a trapezium? Formula, area of what is the name of the trapezium? AOBC. So how do you find, what is the formula? Half times the length of those two parallel sides. What are they? AC and OB, and the perpendicular distance, that is AO, isn't it? Okay, just apply that. That's how the formula, half times sum of the length of those two parallel sides of trapezium, then times the distance between those two parallel, that is AO, the shortest distance or perpendicular distance or the height. So half times AC, what is that? 2 times, and what is OB? 1. Sorry, not times, plus 1 times, what is AO? A also 1 unit. That we can get it from the axis, isn't it? So we got it, which is going to be 3/2 unit square. 3/2 unit square. So the total area of, what is area of the shape, what? OBCD. You have to add this one plus this one, that is 3/2 plus 2. 3/2 plus 2, which is going to be 7/2 unit square. And they already given that the area in terms of a 2a square. So area is 2a square, which is same as actual area, we got it 7/2, isn't it? Therefore a square is equal to, divide both sides by 2, that is 7/4. Therefore a is equal to square root of 7 over 4, which is same as plus or minus square root of 7 divided by 2. Since a is a positive, we can choose positive value, that is square root of 7 over 2. Yeah, that is the value of a units. So that's how we do it. I hope you understood. Thank you guys.